Now let's take a look at Bored to Tears, a song from the Sonic Brew album. The first thing we hear is a distorted bass. It just sounds pretty crazy. When the guitar comes in, we hear this intro riff. Kind of a cool bluesy idea. What we're doing is we're in the key of A. We're going to slide from the 5th fret to the 7th fret on the D string. And while holding the 7th fret of the D string, we're going to grab the 7th fret of the B string, so those two strings will ring out together, and then we're going to slide both strings back a whole step, or 2 frets. Once again. Okay, now let's take a look at the main riff, which is the verse riff. So this is all played on the A string. I'm going to start on the 3rd fret and then pull off to the open A string and then strike the A string one more time open. Now I'm going to do a similar idea but start from the 5th fret. So 5th fret of the A string, pull off to the open A string and then strike the open A one more time. So far we've done 6 notes. Now we're going to repeat those same 6 notes. Here's what we've done so far. And to finish off this phrase, we'll play on the A string, 3rd fret, pull off to the open A. 5th fret on the A string, pull off to the open A. And that gives us one round of this riff. Now this whole riff happens 4 times before the vocals come in and then 4 times once the vocals have started. So if we play it 4 times, it sounds like this. So there's the main riff. Now we're going to take a look at the chorus. I'll play the whole thing and then we'll break it down. So we start the chorus with the same idea as the verse riff. Okay, so we've already learned that riff. Now following up from that riff, the next phrase sounds like this. So here we're going to play the 3rd fret of the A, pull off to the open A, strike the open A one more time. Same idea from the 5th fret. We play the 5th fret of the A, pull off to the open A, strike the open A one more time. Back to the 3rd fret, pull off to the open A. And now we're just going to do 8 scratches. Those are 16th notes, so we can count 1 E and a, 2 E and a. Now to get these scratches, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lightly press my left hand against the strings so that no notes or no chord will ring out. And that creates that muted scratch effect. Okay, so if we put this with the riff that we played earlier, here's what we've learned so far for the chorus. Continuing on, the second half of the chorus sounds like this. Okay, so this is identical to the first half of the chorus, but where we got to the point where we played the scratches for the first half, we're going to play this. So this is the open A string to an E flat chord. This is played with the 6th fret of the A, 8th fret on the D, and the G string. So it's an E flat 5 power chord. And I'll do the open A to the E flat chord 2 times. Okay, so here's the second half of the chorus. And if I put this together with the first half of the chorus, that gives us one round. So we're going to play that whole thing 2 times, but we're going to add an extra lick at the end, and that extra lick sounds like this. So that's a lick that we've already done. We play the open A string to the E flat chord, and we do that 2 times. So we have that open A to the E flat chord 4 times to end the chorus. Okay, let's put all of this in context. Here's the entire chorus. And that's the chorus. All right, now we're going to take a look at the bridge. The bridge is a 4-bar phrase that happens 3 times. So here's one of those 4-bar phrases. All single notes played on the A string. We're going to start off with 2 hits on the open A, followed by 2 more hits on the open A. Now the tricky thing here is the timing of it. I'm going to count 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, the next fill sounds like this. So, open A string, 3rd fret to the 5th fret. When I get to the 5th fret, I'm going to try and catch a pinched harmonic on that 5th fret of the A string. And when I catch that pinched harmonic, I'm also going to bend up slightly. So far we've done this. 1, 2, 3, 4. The next measure has 5 hits on the open A string, but we're going to have to talk about the timing of it. So here's how it sounds. So here we have 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and. Ba, 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 ba. And if I put that with the open A, And the answer to that, so to speak, sounds like this. So here we're going to get a pinched harmonic, going to bend up from the 5th fret of the A string, we're going to bend up a half step, come back down, and then we're going to play the 3rd fret of the A string. And we do that lick twice. Okay, so let's put all of this in context. Once again, here's one round of the bridge. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this happens one time before the vocals come in and then 2 times with the vocals for a total of 3 times. So let's play it 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the bridge. Now we're going to take a look at the solo section. We move to the key of B. The rhythm for the solo goes like this. So here we're going to start off 4th fret of the D to the 4th fret of the G string, and we can slide into the first note. 4D to the 2nd fret of the G. 2nd fret A, 4th fret D. 2nd fret A, 3rd fret D. Now I'm going to do a trill between the 2nd and the 3rd fret of the D string. This is where I hammer on and pull off quickly without counting how many times I hammer on and pull off. You just kind of go for it. And we end the phrase on the 5th fret of the A string. Okay, so far we've done this. So this lick happens 8 times, which is the length of the solo. So why don't we put it together 4 times now? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's take a look at the solo. We're going to start off with an 8-note phrase, and we're going to play that many, many times, 16 times to be exact. Here are the 8 notes. So on the D string, 16 to 19. To the G string now, 16, 19, 21, 19, 16. Finally going back to the 19th fret of the D string. All together, here's what we've done. So we do that 4 times in one measure, and we're going to do that for 4 measures, for a total of 16 times. Okay, now at this point we're going to bend up from the 21st fret of the G string. We're going to bend up 2 times, a full step, and then we're going to strike that note and release the bend. Come back to the 19th fret of the G string, and then play 21-19 on the D string. Now back to the 21st fret on the G string, bend up a full step 2 times. And then we're going to come back to the D string, play 16-19, and then 16-19 on the G string as well. Play those 4 notes 5 times. And then we end the solo by bending 2 full steps from the 19th fret of the G string. But we're just going to do basically a wide vibrato. So we bend up 2 full steps, but we come all the way back down. Okay, so let's put all of that together now. And there you have some of the highlights from Bored to Tears.